What you're about to see is the best example of how to start an opening scene, even if a director is not a fan of superhero movies. And you would say, what a bold statement you just said. And I will tell you now why this is the best example of how to start an opening scene. First of all, it makes us wonder, what's next is going to happen, who is he, what he is up to, and most important question, where is the Batman? I'm here for the Batman. Secondly, it doesn't rush with Batman appearance. Instead, it creates suspense and intrigue. Clowns are talking about their mysterious boss.
So why do they call him the Joker?
I heard he wears makeup.
Makeup?
Yeah, to scare people. You know, war paint.
Giving us the ideas who bosses really is. And then we've got bank robbery, where one of the goons shots bank manager, showing us how one of the goons is suspiciously cold-blooded.
Where did you learn to count?
And then we're getting more closer to the revealing of the main antagonist, who actually all this time was one of the goons and was orchestrating bank robbery. And all this time it was the Joker.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
But let's agree on something. It wouldn't be the best example of how to start an opening scene without these filming techniques. Christopher Nolan was using a mix of filming techniques, including a long establishing aerial shot to set the scene, fluid camera movement to build chaos, and the use of IMAX cameras for a more immersive experience. Close-ups here are also used for more immersive experience and builds tension to the audience. An example of that we can see when bank manager is changing his mind and thinks that he can eliminate goons, or when he's panicking and don't know what to do. Here is a more closer look at that scene.
You have any idea who you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead!
This scene used a combination of practical effects. Practical effects included using real actors, stunts, and hydraulic ramp to flip the bank's vault, and also physical sets. And also, this is not the only one scene that used practical effects. This scene also used practical effects by flipping truck. And also, what made this scene one of the best examples was editing. Now we are going to talk about this more deeper. This scene is using a technique called fast-paced cutting. This technique makes a movie feel urgent and exciting by cutting or switching between shots much faster than normal. The editor shows each image for less and less time. Instead of lasting 4 or 5 seconds, they might only last 1 second, or even a fraction of a second. This technique works, but why it works? This fact rhythm forces your brain to try and keep up. It literally makes you feel a rush, mimicking the high stress, high adrenaline feeling of the characters in the movie. Invisible editing, also known as continuity editing, is the exact opposite of fast-paced cutting we discussed earlier, and its goal is to make the audience forget that they're watching a movie being put together. This style of film editing uses technique to make the transition from one camera shot to next feel more completely seamless and natural. The cuts are deliberately designed to be unnoticeable, allowing the audience to focus entirely on the story and the action without being distracted by jarring technical changes. This scene used bright, naturalistic lighting, which was unusual for the genre at this time. This choice made the events feel authentic and grounded in reality, rather than a stylized, dark fairy tale, which made this scene one of the best examples in case of lightning, because none of movies in 2008 were using this kind of lightning. So this is how it goes. Overall, Dark Knight had one of the best opening scenes and an example of how to start one of the best scenes, all because of introduction of the main antagonist,
Stranger.
the epic bank robbery scene,
All right, everybody, hands up, heads down! I said hands up, heads down! Let's go!
how the scene was shot. And also, performance of actors was brilliant. With that, I want to end this video. Thank you for watching it. Goodbye, I will see you again.